Good afternoon and thank you for joining us today. It's a significant moment for the D-8 Organization for Economic Cooperation, as Azerbaijan was unanimously elected as a member of the group at its 11th summit held in Egypt's capital, Cairo. With this development, the organization, which was originally founded to strengthen economic ties and foster development among its member states, enters a new phase of expansion and potential. Today, we are honored to speak with Gayser Nawab, President of the Belt and Road Initiative for Sustainable Development, a distinguished voice on international relations and economic diplomacy, to delve into the role of the D-8, the importance of Azerbaijan's membership and the perspectives of both Pakistan and Azerbaijan as member states. Mr. Nawab, thank you for taking our time for an interview with AnewZ.
Thank you very much for having me on this important subject.
The D-8 was established with a vision to promote sustainable economic development among its member states. Could you provide a brief overview of the D-8 and its primary objectives?
Yeah, certainly, of course, the D-8 Organization for Economic Cooperation, commonly known as the Developing Eight, was established in 1997 initially. And it's a coalition of eight Muslim majority countries, which includes Bangladesh, Egypt, Indonesia, Iran, Malaysia, Nigeria, and Pakistan and Turkey. Its primary objectives are to enhance members' positions in the global economy, diversify and create new opportunities in trade relations, and increase participation in international decision making, and improving living standards of their own people in these countries.
So how has the organization evolved since its inception?
And since its inception, the aid has made significant strides in fostering economic cooperation among its members. Initially focused on the trade, and the organization has expanded its agenda to include sectors like technology, agriculture, energy, and now, of course, climate change as well. Over the years, the inter-trade among member states countries has grown, reflecting the success of collaborative efforts. We have seen this recent meeting, which is just held in Cairo, and we have seen, particularly when it comes to Pakistan, that we are much closing to Bangladesh as well, just because of such platform as a D8 countries.
So, in a rapidly shifting global landscape, international organizations like the D8 play a critical role in shaping economic collaboration. In your opinion, what makes the D8 significant for member states in today's global economic and political environment?
I mean, today's world is too much interconnected with each other, and I think D8 serves a very is a vital platform for the member states to collaborate, particularly when it comes to the economic issues and when it comes to the developmental issues as well. It allows these countries to share the knowledge with each other, to pool resources, and of course to share the best practices to solve the issues which commonly the community is serving. And I believe that these all countries has also a great potential of solving these issues pertaining to sustainable development, and when it comes to the global community, and it comes to the connectivity, and it comes to the technology, and of course the AI and current affairs. Yeah.
Mr. Nawab, Pakistan has been one of the founding members of the D8 and has actively contributed to its initiatives. From Pakistan's standpoint, what has been the value of D8 membership over the years?
So Pakistan's positions as a member state, founding member states of the D8 has been instrumental in enhancing the trade relations, as I mentioned now with Bangladesh as well, and attracting investments and of course fostering technological collaborations. Pakistan's technological advancement is also very important when it comes to being a first nuclear Muslim power state, and sharing such different technologies pertaining to the nuclear technology on these platforms further enhance its importance being a member of the D8. I believe that this platform has enabled Pakistan to engage in joint initiatives that support economic advancement, particularly benefiting sectors like agriculture. Pakistan is one of the agriculture countries, well, and also in industry, which either it is defense industry or either it's the other industries as well. Additionally, it has also provided opportunities to participate in decision-making processes at the international level, aligning with the Pakistan economic and developmental goals. Furthermore, I would like to say that Pakistan has also been very instrumental to play its role for combating the Islamophobia across the multilateral forums, particularly at the United Nations platform as well. I believe that it's also one of the agenda to how we can enhance the dignity of the Muslim community, which is mostly in the majority country like D8 countries. And I think Pakistan is playing its role on this in this sector as well.
Azerbaijan's inclusion in the D8 marks a significant expansion for the organization, potentially reshaping its dynamics. How does Pakistan view Azerbaijan's inclusion in the organization?
Of course, it's a very important occasion, particularly this the first country which is included after its founding of the D8 in Azerbaijan. And it's, I think, a very honor and a great news for being us, it's Pakistani, because we enjoy a very brotherly relation with Azerbaijan. And we have seen Azerbaijan as our own brother country, and we have been always proud on what Azerbaijan has achieved, particularly when it comes to the recent progress under the leadership of His Excellency Mr. Ilham Aliyev. I believe that this is a very positive steps towards the D8 and Pakistan's welcome it, and Pakistan is very much confident on the inclusion of Azerbaijan into D8, which will play a very important role. One of the reason is the Azerbaijan strategic location, and the other one is the Azerbaijan recent leadership role in the international and multilateral forums, which is not only in the climate sphere, but of course when it comes to the non-aligned movement summit as well, or the non-aligned movement chairmanship, and in others forum as well. So I believe that this is a very good step at Pakistan's welcome it, and we are very happy to have our brother country Azerbaijan in this D8 forum as well.
So, Azerbaijan's decision to join the D8 comes at a pivotal time for both organization and the country's foreign policy strategy. So, how do you think why Azerbaijan decided to join the D8 now, and what does this signify for its foreign policy and economic aspirations? Mr. Nawab?
Yeah.
So, I've concluded my question. So, why do you think Azerbaijan decided to join the D8 now?
So Azerbaijan's decision to join the D8 reflects, I think, its strategic vision to expand its economic partnerships and engage with a broader network of developing nations. And this is seen not only in this current year, but of course previously, if you, as I mentioned, when it's come to the non-aligned movement, Azerbaijan actively engaged with different nations, particularly when it's come to developing countries. And also when we talk about the COP29 recently, the Azerbaijan has engaged. These are developing in the least developed countries, and become a voice of these developing countries, the global arena. I think this moves align with its foreign policy objectives of fostering regional and international collaboration. Under the President Ilham Aliyev's leadership, Azerbaijan has also demonstrated a commitment to multilateralism, which I just mentioned before. So these initiatives signals its aspirations to lead on both economic and environmental fronts, strengthening its position as a key player in the global diplomacy. And also Azerbaijan has hosted several conferences on Islamophobia as well, which is also one of the key issues and is one of the key objectives of the D8 countries.
So, the addition of a new member often brings fresh perspectives and opportunities to any international organization. So, how might Azerbaijan's membership impact the dynamics or agenda of the D8?
Of course, Azerbaijan is one of the important country now in the global diplomacy, and of course in its area in the region as well. So Azerbaijan's memberships brings immense potential to the D8, particularly in areas like energy, logistics, and environmental sustainability as well. Its leadership, as I mentioned in the previous multilateral forums, highlights its commitment to address the global challenges, which can encourage the D8 to prioritize sustainability and innovation in its agenda, which is also one of the agenda of the D8, the technological advancement and sharing the best practices as well. So moreover, of course, the Azerbaijan's geographic location and its economic strength can also be one of the reasons that can enhance the D8 agenda and of course its achievements, its objectives to achieve in the coming years.
So as you know, global challenges such as climate change and economic inequality demand collective action, and the D8 is no exception. How can the D8 better position itself to address global challenges such as climate change, food security, and economic inequality?
So this is a very important question, I believe, and I think D itself is a big market as well. If they are collectively in the D8 countries have a collective agenda and they join together on a one platform and with the unity and with proper preparation, they can lead some of these major issues and they can give a better solution to the developed world as well. I believe this is now a market of a big population, and of course, it's a market of the back talent as well. So D8 countries has a huge population of the young people, and in these current spheres, the young people are the major source which can drive the change and which can actually give the solutions to the problems of the current world as well. So not only this human resource, which is one of its biggest strength, and the other one is this strength is also very talented as well. And beside this, the natural resources, the strategic locations, and of course, when it comes to the nuclear technologies and other technologies as well. So D8 countries are well enough to move as a proper platform and as a proper one country or one organization that can lead the problems and that can also give the solutions of these problems as well to the current issues.
So with Azerbaijan now part of the organization, the future of the D8 looks both promising and with Azerbaijan now part of the organization, the future of the D8 looks both promising and challenging. How do you envision the future of D8 with an expanded membership base?
So I think this expansion is also very important when it comes to the inclusion of the new membership, particularly when we see the inclusion of the Republic of Azerbaijan, which is a very important country now in the global arena and of course in the global diplomacy. And I think this can further enhance the importance of the G8, and of course that will be. I mean, it's more like another BRICS plus. So I think this D8 plus is a very good move, and I think that will be further enhancing its importance, particularly when it comes to the global diplomacy and of course the problems that we are facing to achieve the sustainable development in the developing countries. There are several problems that we can solve through sharing knowledge between each other, and of course we belong from the global south, and I think through south south cooperation as well, and through cooperation among the D8 countries itself is a very big potential, and we can learn from each other and we can support each other at multiple sectors. And I think D8 plus will be uh, one of the emerging multilateral platform that will be substituting the other multilateral platforms who are always being biased when it comes to their when we see their decision towards these developing countries or even the least developing countries as well. And also this incursion I see as a very positive hopes for the other countries who would wish to join this bloc as well. And I think it's a very good and positive sign for D8 itself and of course for Pakistan itself as well.
Mr. Nawab, thank you very much for speaking to AnewZ. We appreciate your time.
Thank you very much for having me. Have a pleasant day.
That was Gayser Nawab, President of the Belt and Road Initiative for Sustainable Development. Thank you for watching.